1 second, please.
The winner should absolutely fight Tom.
The crowd goes wild, dude. Wait for it. What's that I hear?
Who's got the next question?
Tommy!
Knock it off.
Knock it off. Tommy! 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 Let's go, Tom! The UFC 309 press conference just took place, and I manifested this, okay? I manifested this! We got the Tom Aspinall chant at the press conference of Jones Miocic because we don't care about the little charade that's going on stage. We want Tom Aspinall for the undisputed belt because he earned it. And this ain't going to become boxing where we got guys taking silly fights at the top of the sport, okay? Tommy, Tommy. Now all that's left is to get a chant going at the weigh-ins, and this is your final job. New York crowd who seems to be listening, okay? This is your final job. Round 1 of Miocic versus Jones begins. Those chants need to come back. But maybe Aspinall, because it's a lot more clear. You know what I mean? This could be Johnny. I bet you anything, if this chant happens in round 1 of Jones Miocic, Joe Rogan would say, the crowd's chanting Johnny over and over again. Shows how much he's loved in New York City. I bet you anything that will happen. Or John Anik will be like, crowd seems to be getting behind Jon Jones here early with chants of Johnny reigning through. It's hard to say early in an American accent. Either way, let's talk about the UFC 309 press conference. That's all I needed, though. I don't care about the rest of the press conference. I don't care about Bo Nickal giving his NPC one-liners. And Paul Craig, by the way, absolutely cooked him with his response as well. But we're going to get into it, dude. We're going to get into the press conference. So, I'm overwhelmed, dude. This is great. Everything's happening as it should. Aspinall's name is being chanted. Hopefully, I'll have an Aspinall interview out tomorrow. The world is good. So, Jones starts making up beef with Stipe over nothing. And I've put in brackets gay. Because Jon Jones is just, making up beef. He's trying to act like there's something going on where you should be interested about this fight because he knows no one is. The guy walked out of an Aspinall interview earlier. I say an Aspinall interview. That's how bad it's got this fight week. No one's asking Jon Jones about Miocic. I hope Miocic pulls off the upset now. Everyone's asking him about Aspinall because that's what people want to see. So we've got Jon Jones making up beef with Stipe over nothing and Stipe being like, sorry. And just basically apologizing for it because he literally didn't even do anything. And Jones is acting like this is personal now. You guys should be interested in this now. Lamest thing ever. Stipe's 40-something years old. People go after Jake Paul for fighting Mike Tyson being old. I'm joking. No, it's not the same thing. But he is really old. No one cares. Hopefully he wins, though. Then we got Dana White asked by Oscar, as I just pointed out here, to confirm that the winner of Jones versus Stipe will fight Tom Aspinall next. And he says they should. The faces on Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic on stage were faces of two men that are like, yeah, right, basically. Jones took like a fool's gulp and then said, knock it off, guys. Come on. Stop doing this. Stop it, guys. I'm feeling bullied now. He's getting bullied, basically, to fight Aspinall, and he's not doing it. I can take my earpiece out now, I guess. But yeah, Stipe Miocic, Jon Jones, they're looking like they're like, okay, yeah, as if I'm actually going to fight Aspinall after this. Both of them didn't look interested in it whatsoever. And then the Aspinall chants from the top rope. Perfection. Cinema. You know what I mean? Absolute cinema. This is what we needed. We're doing it for Tom Aspinall, dude. The MMA fans have spoken. I'm going to get into the fact that the UFC live stream, let me say this. The live chat on the UFC live stream, they banned me in the UFC live because the whole chat was spamming ducks. The whole live chat was spamming duck emojis. And the UFC page was trying to spam goat emojis and saying, come on guys, spam goat emojis for Jon Jones. And the whole chat was like, fuck you, and spamming duck emojis non-stop. We mogged the UFC in their own live chat, dude. We run this game! They banned me in their chat. I'm banned in the UFC live chat now. Or they timed me out for the rest of the whole stream, I guess. I couldn't type anything in their chat. I was spamming duck, duck. Then I was atting the UFC, shut up, bitch, duck, and all of these emojis. And then people were spamming things like a woman's face and a fist next to it. And needle emojis, and then chickens were coming out. I was saying, dude, if they ban ducks, we go chickens. You know what I mean? If they ban chickens, we go needles. You know what I mean? We had options. You know, and then the last resort was a woman's face and a fist next to it. So, dude, we had options of what we wanted to spam, dude. You don't run your own live chat, UFC Live, okay? We run this game. They were like, chat, spam goat if you think Jones is the goat, in the middle of a sea of ducks, guys. A sea of ducks. You think someone chucked a bit of bread into the live chat, the amount of ducks that were there, boys. I'm telling you. A sea of them, a swarm of duck emojis in the chat, and the UFC admin was frantically banning people. And it just swarmed anytime Jones came on screen. I didn't hear anything anyone said. I had to watch it back. That's why this video's late to be posted. One, because I was streaming. I had like 6K viewers. Shout out to you guys. But two, because I needed to listen to it back and actually hear some other things that were said. Because we were just fucking spamming ducks in the chat. Either way. Let's get on to the other parts. I've covered that. I'm so hyped, dude. This is what Aspinall deserves. This is what he needed. I know I'm a horrible guy, but I'm doing what's right for the MMA fans, dude. This is what needs to happen. This is how you keep a sport and its integrity. That's what's on the line here, guys. We need to show that we won't be just pushed around like any other sport with any hoi polloi. You know what I mean? We ain't going to stand for any lollygagging, any gobbledygook, okay? We ain't going to stand for it. Either way. Jon Jones takes a false gulp, says, knock it off, guys. Like that. And then Bo Nickal made fun of Paul Craig's accent. I guess we'll move on. This is the other stuff that happened in the press conference. Chandler got booed. Loved it. Loved Chandler getting booed. Oliveira gets cheers, of course, after yapping in Portuguese. No one really knows what he said, but they were cheering Oliveira regardless. People were booing Chandler, and then he started praising Oliveira massively and then trying to get some cheers from the crowd, basically. So that was Chandler and Oliveira, basically, everything they said. And then Chandler said he's done waiting for McGregor and all of this, and he's not interested in that fight anymore, which I understand. You know, he's already been interested in it for 2 years, and it hasn't got him anywhere. Remind you of anything, Chandler? Don't make me make a part 2. Either way, Tom Aspinall chants echo through the crowd. That was the loudest the crowd was for the whole press conference. There were a couple cheers, a couple claps, but then they roared for Aspinall, dude. I saw a guy up there giving the middle fingers to Jon Jones. This was great. You don't want to give the fingers to Jon Jones, though. He kind of likes that, to be honest with you guys. So maybe keep them away. You know what I mean? You don't want him getting too excited. Either way. Bo Nickal and Paul Craig. Unsung hero of the press conference, Paul Craig. Bo Nickal says, yeah, you know, nobody understands you anyway. Did anybody understand that? Because Paul Craig was like, you break, you shite bag, man. You break. You shite, man. I'm going to submit him up my back, man. You fucking prick, man. You know what I mean? And talking all this. Hard to understand him. You wee fucking bin bag of a thing, man. Show you I'm out, man. And all of this. And then Bo Nickal was like, anybody understand this guy? What an accent. Anyway, I love the accent anyway, man. That's Bo Nickal. And then Paul Craig says, you'll understand me in the octagon. Tapping is a universal language. Oh! Paul Craig had a good bar there. You'll understand me in the octagon. Because yeah, nobody understands you, dude. You'll understand me in the octagon. Tapping is a universal language. Oh! One of the hardest lines at a press conference, dude. You'll understand me in the octagon, man. Tapping's a universal language. I'm going to triangle you. You brack. You shite bag, man. You brack. Sorry, I'll stop. But yeah, that was a good line. Said he's going to triangle Bo Nickal off bottom. We'll see. There definitely ain't going to be no knockout KO on the feet from Paul Craig. Maybe there will be. Maybe he's going to surprise us with his with the Paul Craig body kick of doom on the feet. Maybe it'll finally work, and we'll see it work. Who knows? He was landing some good ones on Baralho, to be fair. But then we saw what happened. So we'll see what happens in that fight. But yeah, Paul Craig had a good one-liner there, dude. Nobody understands you. You understand me in the octagon. Tapping's a universal language. No one even heard it because of the accent, but I heard it because I'm used to dealing with accents people don't understand. Being from the UK, I can walk fucking an hour one direction and hear an accent no one fucking understands. Either way. Old gloves confirmed. Supposed to stop eye pokes, but didn't work. So that got addressed. Dana White says they changed the gloves back. I don't mind it, dude. I didn't see the point in changing the gloves. Eye pokers are gonna eye poke. First of all, Weidman and Jones are rejoicing at this fact. Okay, they love the fact that the eye poking gloves are back. They're like, damn, dude, my powers have returned. You know? They felt nerfed without them. But then again, Weidman's eye pokes, I believe, came under the new gloves. So, eye pokers are gonna eye poke. It's not gonna be, oh, the new gloves are out, we can't eye poke anymore. It's an intentional thing that fighters do. Like, the same, there's a reason why some fighters will go their whole career without having an eye poke on an opponent. And then other fighters will non-stop eye poke opponents nearly every fight. It's not like everyone gets a few. No. There's eye pokers and there's not. And that's how the sport is. What else was there? Chandler got booed, started simping for Charles. Fuck Michael Chandler. Charles yapped in Portuguese, tutu ben and all that. Crowd cheers. Jon Jones brought an ill child who he then confirmed tickets for in the crowd. Touche, John. Shout out to that guy. I'm glad he got tickets. Shout out to him. He got good tickets as well. Dana White confirmed good tickets for him. So all respect to the kid. Much respect. Glad you got good tickets. You know, enjoy the show. Touche, John. Yeah, I'm saying. All good. All good, dude. Wow, dude. Really muzzled us on that one, dude. Well done, dude. Touche, man. What a play from Jon Jones. Either way, I'm not saying anything. I can't say anything, can I? You clever man. Jon Jones, I can't say anything. What an amazing guy Jon Jones is, everyone. That's the only thing I can say now. You know what I mean? It's a checkmate right there from Jon Jones. Shout out to the guy, though. I hope he enjoys the show. Seriously. Great tickets, and he deserves it. Good for him. UFC admins in the chat. We're fighting back against duck emojis. Yeah, we can get into the duck emojis and stuff, dude. Jon Jones said he wants to bury the hatchet with DC and give friendly waves when he sees him. Like, all good and well after you've ruined his career while being on roids. Now you want to bury the hatchet? Cool, dude. You know what I mean? Wow, that's nice of you, man. But yeah, man, we were spamming the chat. Talk about that a bit more. I love that the Aspinall chant happened. We need it at the weigh-ins, by the way. I need it. Oh, my eyes are going weird. I need it when Jones and Miocic are facing off at the weigh-ins. Aspinall's neck. This is the best thing that has ever happened to Aspinall, dude. I'm so glad that people are rallying around Aspinall the way that we are. You know? I don't want to say I led the charge on this. But, you know, Aspinall led the charge by saying it himself. But we needed to get the MMA community behind him. No Jones. So we can restore some order. There shouldn't be an interim champ defending his belt, not getting a title shot. That's not how this should work. So I'm glad. I'm very, very glad that this worked out. And we got the chance going. Because I was thinking, oh, God, is Aspinall really as big of a name? But because of all the fight week interactions, I mean, I might make a video on this later today even. Jon Jones walked out of an interview earlier. It has like 4 million views, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try and find it here. Give me a second. Here it is. He rage quitted an interview because he thought they were going to ask questions about Aspinall. It has like 4 million impressions on Twitter. You know what I mean? Tom Aspinall's deep in Jones's head right now. This is one from Spinning Backfist, has 1.1. But I saw another one with 4 million views of him walking into a BT Sport interview and being like, you know what? This is going to be an Aspinall fest. I'm not answering questions from this guy. And just walking out of it. So, yeah. Crazy. We got him on the ropes, dude. He has a decision to make. Leave forever. We don't want you here, little bro, Jon Jones. Or then justice by Tom Aspinall, dude. That's the hammer of justice for Jon Jones. The hammer of justice, as we found out over the years, is never going to come down on Jon Jones. He's done it all. You know what I mean? Instead of any badass crimes, all of his crimes consist of hitting women and getting drunk and crying while police put him in cuffs. Like, there's no savageness to him. Like, Lee Murray was running gang lords off of his block with knives. You know what I mean? Like, that's savagery. He robbed a bank for $80 million. That's insane stuff. That's a real, his mind's just different type of guy. You know, he got stabbed nearly to death and showed up at the same pub the next day, left the hospital himself looking to fight the guys that did it to him. That's someone who's got a screw loose. Jones hits his wife, gets into interactions with women that are somewhat aggressive, allegedly. Allegedly. And then cries when he gets drunk because his inner thoughts come out. Still waiting for him to come out. But his inner thoughts seem to when he's drunk. All good, though. But yeah, justice will be served. And justice hasn't been in life for Jon Jones. This is the justice, dude. Aspinall is vengeance, dude. Aspinall is justice for Jon Jones. Leave or stay and suffer the consequences, dude. I swear to God, if Jon Jones beats him after all this, this has hyped up the fight even more. If you didn't think, you know, there was an argument like, it's not a big fight, why would Jon want it? This is now one of the biggest fights in the sport's history. After this fight week, especially if we get a Aspinall chant at the weigh-ins and that goes viral, and then in the fight you hear the chants and that's a thing, and then imagine the promo for the fight if they actually use the clips of Jon that they should, rather than just showing a highlight reel of him in a fucking sponsored pair of shorts knocking out Shogun again. You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago. If they actually use the clips that I've been showing of Jon Jones on my channel, that's a hell of a promo. There's no cooler promo than that. Jon Jones, just when he thought he was done, the world convinced him he was scared of another man, and he's here to prove him wrong, dude. We'll see. We'll see what Jon Jones decides to do. But can you imagine if after the fight, Aspinall enters the cage and Jones is about to retire, but then in a moment of rage, he says, fuck it, March, Los Angeles or Las Vegas, me versus you, and then it just changes everything. We could have some historic shit out of this. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Fuck the YouTube admins, dude. We run this YouTube game. Okay? You may think, oh, I'm the UFC. I have... Let me check how many fucking followers you have on fucking YouTube real quick. Oh, I'm the UFC. I have nearly 20 million. I have 19 million subs. We run... You have to check in with us if you want to walk around these YouTube streets, dude. You ain't walking around these... You can't walk around this block without paying some tax. You know what I'm saying, dude? You can't run our block. We'll run you out your yard, bruv. Fucking... Who do you think you are? Huh? Thinking your live chat's safe. You best ban me, dude. You can't handle the heat. Duck emojis were swarming. We are too powerful. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, Toodle Pip. I manifested this, dude. This is a goated run that we've been on, dude. The Adesanya press conference with Strickland. There's so many now. We've had the Ian Gary pulling out of the press conference. Now this one. Then the DDP lad with the dog thing. I don't know. That might have been DDP himself, but I definitely wrote the script, guys. But I don't know. I'm still yet to confirm if that was my doing that gave DDP those one-liners. But either way, we're having it. Our community is, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear shit about Lucas Tracy. I'm joking. Shout out Lucas Tracy and Bedtime. They're doing their thing. Have their little beef as well. Tune into that. See you later, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.